Hi, and welcome to Module 1 of Theories and Techniques of Counseling and Psychotherapy. I will be going through a set of slides, a PowerPoint presentation that I have uploaded on Module 1. I hope you will take the time to go through this video lecture and then go through the slides and review the slides for their content. So I'm going to be talking about Chapter 1, and Chapter 1 in the Summers and Flanagan book. The Hubble book is a fantastic book. I hope that you will read chapters 1 through 3. At the same time, we will be talking about a few of the things that are in that book, but a lot of the information you'll be getting right now covers chapter 1 in the Flanagan book. And the main thing we're going to be talking about when we get to chapter 1 is that it offers a really nice background and overview of theories and why we use theories in psychology and how best to explore the theories that we'll be talking about when we talk about psychoanalytic theory, cognitive behavioral therapy, humanistic, feminist. All of these theories have a historical background, and we will be going in depth into all of them. But chapter 1 is nice in that it sort of slowly invites us to think about exploring our own personal theory as we go through this book. One of the things that the book talks about is that we come to this field with biases to some degree as to what we think causes human behavior, why people think the way they do, why do they have and the behaviors that they have. And one of the things, if I was in class right now, I'd be asking you, well, how many of you think that behavior is caused by things that have happened in our past, in our childhood, in whether we were in school, in different schools or environment, as opposed to how many of you think that a lot of our behaviors are caused because of biological factors, or maybe some of you think that it's caused as a result of both and many other things. But when we talk about things that are of the past, we probably mostly think of psychoanalytic theory, Freud being the father of psychology in that sense. And we will spend some time talking about psychoanalytic, but if you're one of those people who really believes that our past has a lot to do with our current behaviors, then you'll be very interested in the psychoanalytic theory. We'll be talking about the Jungian, the Adler, some of the humanistic. If you're someone who believes that a lot of our behavior is caused by our thought patterns, then you might be very interested and drawn to the cognitive behavioral therapies. And we'll also be talking about those. One of the things that to separate a lot of these theories is to look at some of those that are caused by biological factors. Always in doing any kind of assessment with clients, we always want to have a good biological background. We want to ask them about their family history and their current use of substance abuse, all these different factors that are part of their life. We also, for those of you who like psychoanalytic, we will ask things about their childhood and their past. And cognitive behavioral therapy theory, to some degree, is people who believe that we could change a lot of people's behaviors and moods by really focusing on their thoughts and being able to change their current thoughts. And if they think differently, they'll feel differently, and they may even behave differently. The book also talks about the definition of counseling versus psychotherapy. The way I'll be using it interchangeably. I'll be saying counseling and psychotherapy. But what is psychotherapy and what is counseling? The book has a nice description, and it's on page 9, and it says a definition of counseling and psychotherapy is a trained person who practices the artful application of scientifically derived principles. There's a little bit more in your book about the definitions of counseling and psychotherapy. But one of the ones that I liked is that the counselors and psychotherapists engage in the same behaviors, but in different proportions. So during the intensive weekend seminar, we will be talking about counseling and seminar and maybe some possible differences. I know a lot of you have different questions about what's the difference between counseling and psychotherapy. So we will spend some time talking about that. So what is a theory? We're about to go into studying different theories. A theory helps explain phenomena. It involves gathering and organizing knowledge. And because of a theory, we can maybe possibly make some predictions. For counseling and psychotherapy, a theory needs to accurately describe, explain, and predict a wide range of therapist and client behaviors, and that's from page 9. I just want you to have an exact theory, a definition